Number one, we got more guys who played on the offensive line who we feel like are going to be really good players for us. So that's number one. Number two, we got a guy who ran for over 1,000 yards last year, which going into the season last year he hadn't. And number three, we feel like we got a little better stable of backups to help him. And so given all that, we should be running the ball better. I'll be disappointed if we don't.
Has anybody else stood out on film for Montana for you?
Well, they got a lot of guys. You know, what stands out is really their togetherness, how they play as a unit, their scheme discipline, and the effort that they play with. But they got some really good players at every level, and it's going to be a good challenge for us, a good challenge.
You expect a good effort on Saturday?
I expect that every Saturday, even if camp's bad. And that's one thing that we can't compromise, is to go out there and lay it on the line every Saturday.
Is quarterback rating a meaningful stat to you?
I think there's some merit to it, but you can get a little bit lost in it depending on what kind of offense a guy plays. And, you know, our big statistic, the one I like to see is what are his yards per attempt. And I'm really talking about how well do you throw the football. Over the years, if you look at yards per attempt and you look at touchdowns to interceptions, those two things to me speak more about is the quarterback any good or not than anything. Now, that's not taking into account quarterbacks that are designed to run the ball. That's a different, so you got a different way to analyze those guys. But for our offense, yards per attempt, touchdowns to interceptions generally hold that, hey, if you got good numbers in those two spots, you're playing pretty good ball.